Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing out there? Welcome to Tasha's Backyard. In the backyard with Tasha. I'm listening to some NDRE. I don't own the rights to this song. I don't own the rights to this music. It's NDRE. She plays kind of the whole time, but once again, I don't own the rights because I've had my videos chopped up by the sound because I didn't say that. So now I see why everybody put on those little tags. I don't own the rights to this music because you will get cut off by Facebook. And one time I received a message from Sony saying you cannot play this music. You don't own the rights to that song. So now I know why everybody always put the little excerpts that I don't own the rights to this music or this song. So today we're just chilling in the backyard. I'm hoping the rain will hold up for a little while longer. And if it don't, oh well. How's everybody out there doing? Hello, Miss Shantae Jackson Wilford. Mr. Craig Williams, how are you? I see you watching. We're not talking about anything too much. I just like to get on here in the middle of the week and my words is chop it up, see what's going on. I work for a school district and our kids not HISD because I heard they had some issues with technology today. That wasn't us. But I work for a school district and we went back to work today. So it's really funny and really kind of hard to have 3 different Zooms going on in your house. I got my husband Zooming, I'm Zooming, and then I have Draden Zooming. So that's a lot of Zooming, and our voices kind of take over. And so it gets loud. But other than that, that was the only hiccup that we had today. Still in fear of sending him back. I don't know what, I know HISD went back today. And I just want, I hope all goes well for everybody that had to send their kids back to school in this uncertain time that we're living in and that we're dealing with that may not go away for a while. And so this is our new way of life. I don't think nobody should stop living because this is the only life we have and we only have one to live. We just have to put some barriers in between how we maneuver. We can't just maneuver all free like we normally do and be all up in people's faces and talking. I know I'm a hugger and I'm a toucher, so it's kind of hard when you haven't seen people in a minute because the first thing you want to do is go grab them and hug on them, and so you just can't really do that. And some people get offended, and when people grab at you, you kind of get offended. So you got to do that elbow distance bump and, you know, have that conversation kind of far back. This weekend we had a wedding in the backyard, and I was a little hesitant at first because it was like, oh, COVID, COVID, COVID. But everybody wore their masks. We had some social distancing and we had an awesome time. So congratulations to the Paytons. It was really, really good and it was a lot of fun. Good to see people just kind of relax and not have to worry so much and just have a good fun night out. So if you're looking for something to do, go find yourself a backyard party or a patio venue. We went to a lunch this weekend, a brunch it was. Well, it was at 9 in the morning on Saturday. I'm gonna have to think of the name of the place, but it was this really quaint little place over by Joel Osteen's church, and it was a patio setting. They had, of course, a little bit of inside action going on, but basically it was all patio, and it was gorgeous. I've never been there before. I'm gonna have to find the name, and I'm gonna have to drop it in there because if you have not done anything like that, that is the thing to do. And so we kind of decided we was gonna once a month find some place to do a outside brunch or lunch, and so that's what we're doing. This week, this series that I've been talking about lately is just self-care, making sure that you yourself is good. We like to check in on people. We check on our families. We check in on our friends. We check in on coworkers. Jesus heard me because the sun is coming out now. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. But yeah, we check on so many people, but we really don't check on ourselves. So I just been reading about some self-care check and balances to do with yourself. And one of the books that I've been reading, I'm not getting paid to promote this book, so this is a shameless plug, but it's called The Four Agreements, and it's by Don Miguel Ruiz. And every Tuesday I get on, I talk about portions of this book. And just to do a little recap, his four agreements are: be impeccable with your word, don't take anything personally, don't make assumptions, and always do your best. As people, the first thing we do is assume how other people think and assume how other people feel. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop making assumptions. Just go with what they say, and that's just it. And if it's not for you, don't receive it. And the one about always do your best. I'm at the place where in everything I do, I want to excel. And everything I do, I want it to be my best. And I want it to be for me and it to be of me. Because sometimes we do things for other people. And sometimes we do it and it's not really us. So we don't really have that buy-in. And when it's for you, when you're doing it for self, then you don't really care about other people and what other people think, or how many people are buying into what you're doing. It's just for yourself. I was reading something and it said humanity is not about how many followers you have. It's not about how many accolades you get. It's not about how many data boys you receive. It's not about how many likes, how many hearts, how many thumbs up, how many caring symbols you get. It's about what you do for people. That's what humanity is about. And it's not about you doing it for all of that other stuff, but it's you doing it for yourself and for that person. You don't have to share it with the world. You don't have to share it with anybody. It's just about what you doing for others, and that's what humanity is. But in this book, one of the chapters is called The New Dream. And in The New Dream, basically it's telling you, if you had the ability to recreate yourself, if you had the ability to cancel out everything people have ever said about you, every no you've received, every you're not good enough you've received, every your hair is not straight enough, your skin is too dark, your skin is too brown, your skin is too bumpy, your face is too fat, your body is too fat, everything that you've ever received that was negative, if you was able to cancel that out, if you think about the first negative thought you received that hindered you from doing anything, whether somebody said it in passing, oh, that won't work, and you decided not to do it because you thought that wasn't going to work. But if you canceled that out, if you went back to, say, elementary, when that 5th grade teacher told you you was stupid, because back in the day, teachers told you was stupid, or you was an idiot, or you was retarded. They didn't mince their words because nobody held them accountable for it back then. And so I'm quite sure we've had some harsh words said to us over time. And if we could go back and just cancel all of those things out, where would we be? I remember being in high school and sitting in my counselor's office and reviewing my transcript and looking at the facial expression on the counselor. It wasn't the words, it was just the wow, that kind of stuff that just kind of put an unction in my spirit. And then I remember going to college and the guy told me, you might need to find something that don't involve math. Yeah, you might need to get you a degree plan that don't involve math. And for me, that made me sit out of college for some years, because everything you had to do, you had to take math. He didn't tell me, okay, well, you probably need to link up with a tutor. You probably need to go to the lab. This is some of the things that you need to work on. No, he told me I needed to find something that didn't involve math. And for me, that the anxiety with math became even greater, because I think I had to been about 19 at the time. I didn't go to school again until I was in my 30s, because I had such an anxiety. And when I did start back, that algebra kicked my behind and I stopped going again, and I set out for a year. And I had to determine that I am not going to allow this class to conquer me, that I am going to conquer this class. But those words that original counselor gave me, that set in my spirit, and that made me not want to do some things. So if you could cancel out those things and just start afresh, start doing stuff you want to do, not based on what somebody else perceived that you could do. I remember we also had, back then they had these tests that you could take, and it would determine what type of student you would be, or it would determine what type of career you would have. Some people, oh, you'll be a trash can operator, or a garbage pickup person. You could be a nurse. You could be this. You could be that. And as a people of color, it has been documented that we don't test well. So based on that, I'm quite sure it's a lot of people out there that have canceled themselves out of some careers that they should have had, some dreams and aspirations that they were dreaming, because some test told them that they were not good enough. So for all of us who have been told something that we could not do, I mean, even if you told yourself, because I don't like to talk. I've told myself, you don't like to talk. You're not gonna get in front of no camera. Even when I started this, I would tell my girlfriend, you know, that speaking in front of the people ain't for me, and I don't want to be in front of no camera. Now every time I turn around, I got a camera on, and I'm trying to do something live. I done said some words of encouragement, because I realize that it's not for me. I realize, no, it's not that it's not for me. It's not just about me. Because if I encourage one person, if one person becomes better, a better them, then I've done my job. It's not about the multitude. It's just about the one. Because I might only be assigned one. I might have been just assigned one person to give a word to, and that may be it. So if that's my one person, if I'm only assigned to that one person, then I want to make sure that I'm giving that one person what they need to know. And if somebody is assigned to me, then I want that person to be in a place where they can give me what it is that I need to know. Because we can't grow without being informed, without educating ourselves. My husband is, to me, I don't tell him this enough, but my husband to me is one of the smartest people I know. It's not that he knows everything, but he acknowledges what he doesn't know, and then he goes seek out how to gain the knowledge for what he doesn't know. And to me, that is more impressive than anything else. So if he can't fix something, trust, he gonna go Google how to fix it. And that joker is gonna fix it. We had a washing machine that he just took the whole inside out, never done it before, and put it back together because he went and read how to do it. He went and informed himself. So we're in a technology age. So we can no longer say, oh, well, I don't know that, and oh, I don't know how to do that, and I don't think that's for me. Just do it. My 13-year-old, I decided I was going to do a YouTube channel. And so my YouTube channel is called In the Backyard, Tasha's Backyard Vibes is what my YouTube channel is called. So if you haven't subscribed to me, go out and subscribe. It's called Tasha's Backyard Vibes. And of course, I didn't know how to set up a YouTube, but guess who did? My 13-year-old knew how to do it. So it's not that we don't know. We just don't seek to know. And that's how we stay ignorant. It's not that we shouldn't go research to find things out. We should research. That's not what makes you dumb. It's the fact that you have to go research. That's what makes you smarter. What makes you dumb is not trying to grow. What makes you ignorant is not trying to gain more knowledge, not trying to better yourself and become a better person. So we have to make sure that as a part of self-care, we're doing in life what we want to do. If you want to switch careers, switch careers. If you want to now take up a trade, take up a trade. If you want to open your own business, open your own business. I see so many people online selling jewelry, selling shoes, selling clothes, whatever it is. My sister is now doing yard signs. Oh, kudos to her. Donna Estes, you're doing it. I mean, but there's no dream too small. There's nothing we can't do if we don't just start applying ourselves. So cancel out everything that somebody has told you could not do. Remove that from your psyche. It may take a while. Every morning you get up and you say, I can do it. I can do it. I am smart. I am one of Michelle Obama's. I read her book, as you all know if you've been listening. The most influential information she has given me is to know that I am enough. Because there's so many things and so many people that has told us as a people that we're not good enough. And that brought so much joy to me to know that I am enough. And I bought into that hook, line, and sinker. Nobody can't tell me no more that I'm not good enough, because guess what? Yes, I am. Because it's not about what you think about me, but it's what I think about me. And I'm learning that too, that if God gave it to me, God is going to allow it to prosper. It's not about me. If God gave it to me and I only reached one person, I prospered, because that was the one person that I was supposed to meet. So if you open up a company, if you start a business, you start an organization, and it don't do well, just watch, just wait. Because if God gave you the instructions to do it, then he will bless it. He will make sure that it's prosper. It's not about man. It's not about woman. It's not about boy. It's not about society. It's not about any of that. It's the conversation that you've had between you and God. And can't nobody cancel that out. Because if God said it so, it shall be so. So we need to stop living in and holding on to the stuff that people told us that we were not. And we need to start living in who we are, and what we can accomplish, and how we're going about accomplishing it. And another thing is, make sure you're supporting your brothers and sisters. Make sure that if they are starting a startup company and they come to you with questions, let them know. Answer those questions. Don't get all, we get jealous. We start walking in that jealousy spirit. Well, I can't get nothing. And so the little bit of knowledge or the knowledge that you have, you don't want to share because you're scared that they're going to grow past you. What if you think about it this way? What if your blessing comes from helping them? And when they grow, you grow. But you don't get the blessing because you don't help the person that was assigned to you because you're jealous. Stop walking in jealousy. Start helping people, because maybe God put them on their heart. Maybe God put you on their heart for you to help them. So that way, when it's your turn to get the blessing, God is going to turn and have them help you, so that way you can be blessed. So we need to stop thinking that it's about us. It's about us. No, it's not. It's not about us. Not all the time. So we just need to know that we are blessed sometimes to be a blessing. The knowledge you have is not just for you. It's for you to grow and for you to help others to grow. And everybody's growth is not going to be at the same time. So stop doing that either. Stop doing that too. Stop comparing your growth to somebody else's growth. Because your timetable may not be the same as their timetable. You may have only been in it for 3 days, but they've been in it for 30 years. So of course it's their time. So don't compare your timetable to theirs, because you may miss your blessing because you walk away from it. We have so many dreams and so many aspirations and so many ideas that we've walked away from because somebody told us no, or we told ourselves no. So it's now, even with this COVID and everybody being at home, this is time for us to pick up some ideas. Shoot, maybe I was supposed to be on a broadcaster. I don't know, because now my mouth is at church, my mouth is at the house, my mouth is online, my mouth is just everywhere. I'm always talking. So maybe I missed my calling. Maybe there was a dream I had that I deferred on my own. But guess what? If God reveals that to me, I'm going to go seek it and I'm going to go search it. Even if it becomes, I just do it on Facebook, or I just do it on YouTube, or I just do it on Instagram. It's whatever God has for me, whatever platform he has for me, that's the platform I want to be on. I'm going to say it again, shameless plug again. Go follow me on YouTube. My YouTube channel is Tasha's Backyard Vibes. I am currently in the backyard now, as I am always. So go follow me. And if there's some things you guys are doing out there that you want me to shout out, let me know, because that's how we're going to grow. My girl on here, Shanita Davis, she hosts a channel. Well, she does some Facebook chats about classroom management that be off the chain. So if you are an educator and you're having a problem with classroom management, I know this month she's doing, I think it's 30 days in September. Today she must be on day 9, day 8, or whatever it is. But she is talking about classroom management. So if you are an educator or you just want to learn how to manage your own children, go and follow her. Her name is Shanita Vitale Davis, and she has her own stuff. She is awesome. Go follow her. But if there's anything you want me to uplift, if there's anything, a shout out you want me to give, a book you want me to read, then hey, let me know. I read a quote today. I got it off of LinkedIn, and to me it spoke volumes. It actually wasn't a quote. It was more or less some information. It says some excuses is what it was. That's what it is. It's some excuses. I don't have the time. This is excuses why we talk ourselves out of ideas that God has birthed into us. So we have some over pregnant people that's been pregnant with some ideas for 30 years, have been pregnant with some ideas for 10, 20 years because of these excuses. I don't have the time. I don't have the knowledge. I don't have the support. I don't have the confidence. I have a lot going on right now in my life, and that makes you have plenty of excuses. So now we need to cancel it out, because COVID makes people have a lot of time, because it's not like you're going to the movie theaters on the weekend. You're not going clubbing. You're not going to the bars. You're not going to wherever we normally go for our leisure times. We're not doing that. We're staying at home. So now we have plenty of time. I've already expressed that if you don't know something, Google it. So the World Wide Web is a wealth of information. It's a wealth of knowledge. And it's a wealth of understanding too. Because if you go out and read, and you will get an understanding. And if you don't, ask somebody. Ask somebody. Don't ever profess to be the smartest person in your circle. Somebody in your circle need to be smarter than you, because if you're the smartest person, then there's a lot of stuff out there that you're not learning. I'm not trying to say you're not smart. That ain't what I'm saying. But what I am saying, that there's still a lot of knowledge out there that you're not attaining, because you're saying that you are the smartest amongst your group. So if you are the smartest amongst your group, change your group. Find some smarter people, so that way you can increase your knowledge base. That way you can you can go to the next level in whatever it is. If it's your finances, if it's your business, find somebody. If you have a business and you have 100 customers, find somebody that has 200 customers and find out how did they get to their customer base. So don't ever be the smartest person in the room or the most accomplished person in the room. When it says I don't have the support, Facebook is full of groups. Google a group on Facebook. I guarantee you, the group I found to help me with my backyard was Black women who love outdoors. So there's a group for everything, and there's a group for every genre that's out there. And remove the excuse, I have a lot going on. Just like you make time for anything else, make time for your dream. Write a time in your schedule, put it on your Apple Watch, put it on your iPhone, whatever. If you got an Android, I don't know how to tell you to do that. But schedule some time for you to learn your craft, for you to educate yourself about your craft. So that way you can stop using the excuses, I don't know enough. Last thing, guys, before I let y'all go, make sure you're registered to vote. I know that there's a lot going on. I know that there's a lot of people talking about Biden. I know there's a lot of people talking about Harris. We already know this. But that don't mean that they're not the best candidates for the job. Because who else are we going to choose? So do your research. Make sure you still stand up at the polls, because it's a lot of people out there with their thumbs down, but all the Republicans got their thumbs up. So unless we want to see another 4 years of what we have now, make sure you go out and vote. And if you don't like the candidates, guess what? If Kanye West can run for president, then maybe you can too. Change your platform. Run for a local office. Become a congressman. Become a congresswoman. Get on the board of education. Stop always complaining about what's not going on from your couch and you not doing nothing about it. Become a part of the movement. Become a part of the solution. Stop just always talking about the problem. So, that's all I got for today, guys. If you've enjoyed what I've had to say, go follow me on YouTube, Tasha's Backyard Vibes. Chime in. If you have something you want me to follow, let me know. It was good talking to you guys. It was good seeing some of you. And you guys have an awesome rest of your week. Talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.